me. Kimmy,
Answer them.
you're a very smart person, right?
Oh, well, thank you for thinking that.
So I think you might be able to help me.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
I don't know, maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
When did they start serving people with criminal charges?
Who?
That's my question. Is when did people start getting served with criminal charges?
I don't know. I'm sure you can Google it. I mean, you don't get served with a criminal charge. I mean, you do something to get a criminal charge.
So that's what I thought too. So yeah.
I don't know if I'm understanding your question.
No, that is, you understood it. That's no, you understood the question. You don't get served with a civil suit you get served with, right? Criminal,
Yeah.
you just get arrested in most jurisdictions.
Yes, either physically or like even if a police officer pulls you over and you get a ticket at some, that's considered being arrested, just not physically.
Thank you, Kimmy. Kimmy, can I hire you as my legal consultant?
Well, I don't know if my background check will pass that.
Hold on, I got you. Hold on, I think if I do this and I go here and I do this and I do this and I do this here and I do that and okay, you have officially been paid. You're now my legal consultant. Okay. Now we have client legal consultant privileges. You can't tell anybody about this conversation, okay?
Amy says that Google says yes. I'm not sure what the yes is for, but just here to read the comments.
I don't know. I've never heard someone being served with an extradition.
You know?
You know.
Maybe it's the world we live in. I'm just not sure. Oh, God.
So wait a minute. Somebody got served at Denny's?
Say self-served with an extradition?
I'm driving, so I'm like missing most
I don't
of it.
know. I supposedly told Deanna that a whole group of people were served with criminal charges.
When did that happen?
Fuck if I know. I told you I had more questions than I had people that willing to answer them.
Ooh, you've been busy.
Maybe it's a new thing.
Well, I mean, if you press charges, oh no, I couldn't either.
Right, but if one of the victims is the state of Texas, do you think I'm the one pressing charges?
No, it would, if it says the state of Texas versus whoever it is, that's the state of Texas.
Right. And if the state of Texas is one of the victims, do you think that my county has the right to administratively close the case?
No, your county, your case, it would have to be the state that closed the case.
But if the state's attorney has never seen the case, then how can the state's attorney close the case?
They can't. The state's attorney would have to be the one that put the charges on you, or whoever. It would be the state, not the county.
Anyways,
Can I get a little backstory of what's going on? I'm a little confused.
I also
Maybe if I have more detail, I could understand better.
Hey, you know what, Kimmy? I know something else you can help me with. You're friends with Dan Baker. Can you get Dan Baker in here?
No.
I mean, okay, friends is a loose. That's a foul term to say. Loose acquaintance.
No, not acquaintances anymore. So me and Gro was like trying the sister wives thing, but he was showing her way too much attention, so I had to end it.
Well. So the internet is trying to make a fool out of him. Well, his baby mama really is trying to make a fool out of him with Deanna's help. I would just like to set the record straight, you know, that all you have to do, and the truth is, you know, over there, starting with, you know, all of that shenanigans.
What is Dan Baker back around?
Yes, of course he is.
Interesting.
Jenny for the block. Can't I talk for the Zen? It's working out very well for me, Gro, and you can't be in here. That's how well it's working out for me. See how that works? As you have already been told by the officials to stop contacting me.
Me staying around. But, you know, I like half and half attention, not like 80-20, you know? That's how I felt.
Jenny from the block represents the Zen. Who's the Zen?
I think she's saying she's being Zen. I don't know. I can't really, like, watch the comments.
Hello, Regina. How are you? Well, I think they had like a battle of the wits, and you was hired today. Did you also get paid 5 TikTok coins to be hired? I hired Kimmy for 5 TikTok coins.
Oh, my Lord.
Yep. We're having, yeah, this conversation can't be shared with anybody. She can't share this conversation with anybody. I hired her. Jenny from the block. Who is that person you mentioned? And again, that narrative is easily proven wrong by lives in which I was in Like, good try. Good try. You're going to have to do better and try harder.
Wowzers.
I know. I literally just told them where they can go find the truth, and they still want to sit here and run with a lie. Where, oh, well, Teresa, you would have to prove my malicious intent, considering I was the one who redacted them. And if I was redacting them to protect certain individuals' information, that automatically proves that I didn't have malicious intent against anyone. Ouch. Because when they were given to me, they were absolutely not redacted. And I wasn't the one who showed them. I requested them. Can you prove that? Because I can prove I didn't. So claiming I did is slander and defamation of character, right? With malicious intent. I do believe Dan can call up there and find that out. Can't he? I'm not slacking. Because my proof has already been turned in. I promise you that. Long before. Because why do I care so much? Wait, I was the one who first put it out on the internet, because I believe Ashley Manning had it up on the screen before I did. I believe Nicole had it up on the screen before I did. I believe Savage and Marbles played the 911 calls before I ever came out. I believe that I was the one in a chat with her where she was lying about it and saying that she wouldn't put it on her son and blame it on her son, for her to just come out and blame it on her son. I don't care. I wonder, Teresa, why you don't care when she runs around here calling everybody else child abusers and child this and child that and child this and child that, when I don't have any of that on my record. I don't know, Jenny. Did she happen to tell you what she did the other night in a live? Or did you miss that? Why don't you go ask your friend what she did? Hello, Sassy. How are you? What was the purpose of what? We came live. Y'all go live. What? We're not allowed to go live?
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Sassy. How are you?
I'm good. Listen, I'm going to show you something, and I don't want to be treated differently. I'm still a normal person, okay? But
Oh,
TikTok thinks I'm special.
what the hell?
You want to big box me?
Okay, I'm scared.
Look what they gave me. See that?
Oh my God,
And
Sassy.
this is after giving us 2 teacup gifts, too. I'm telling you. But now we're zen. So, anyway, what's going on?
You're so funny, Sassy.
What happened, May May? Am I going to get
Teresa.
subpoenaed if I'm up here?
No, you're fine. Teresa, do you realize that your friend that you're so far defending back there has called a fake CPS call in on me?
Who?
Grow Queen.
Brooklyn called a fake CPS call on you?
Absolutely.
When?
In 2024, right after she received 2 police reports for neglecting her own children.
Was this before or after MJ pretended to be Dan to get her paperwork?
Did he do that?
You said it on a live.
Actually, I didn't say that on a live.
I'm sure you did. There's a recording.
I'm really sure I didn't say that on a live.
Okay, where did you say it? On a phone call?
I'm really sure I didn't say that on a phone call either.
All right, well, I don't know then. So what's going on? I feel like I'm being set up. You never invite me to your lives.
Oh, Sassy.
Am I about to get exposed?
So did your friend Grow Queen tell you that she threw up that dick picture in front of children the other day?
I did hear you say my daughter's here. She put, but I have kids that are teenagers. And I don't let them see my phone or hear anything that's going on. So I believe it's the parents' responsibility to keep their children
Do
safe.
you? Do
I
you?
do. I do.
Do you?
100%. Like this is
Yeah.
like
I
TikTok is
just
like bringing your kid to a
I
bar. You
I
can't.
just
You shouldn't.
I disagree with that because there's been many times, right, where Grow Queen herself has ran around saying, "Oh my God, you went and looked at my daughter's profile. Oh my God, Road Dog, you did this to my daughter. Oh my God." So is it Road Dog's responsibility to not go to the daughter's profile, or is it Grow Queen's responsibility to keep
I'm a
her daughter
strong believer that
off?
kids should not have social media. I don't think social media is for kids. No, I don't think that's your responsibility to keep Grow Queen's kids safe. I
Yeah,
don't
but
think social media is for kids.
I do believe it's also adults' responsibility to practice the use of social media responsible. And she was warned multiple times that my child was sitting right there.
Your child's always sitting right there. Remember we had this
No,
discussion that
she's not
your kid
always.
shouldn't be
No,
around, et cetera, et
no, she's
cetera.
not. No, she's not always sitting right there. She's not always sitting right there. But when my children are sitting right next to me, I do warn the people I'm around.
Okay, so what's going on? Is she going to get charged for that too? I don't think you're going to win that case. I'll be honest. This is really beat. Elsky, you want to help me out here? Okay, I'll tell Elsky what happened. Elsky, the other day, May May was on a live or a phone call or whatever and was like, MJ pretended to be Dan to
No,
get her information.
that's not what I said. And you're not going to sit in my live and tell
Okay,
lies.
don't kick me.
That's
Don't
not what
kick
I
me.
said.
That's what I thought
No,
you
you're
said.
not.
Tell me what you
No.
said.
Again, you're not going to sit in my box and tell lies.
Okay, I misunderstood. What was it then? What did you say?
Well, why don't you go listen to the recording again and come back?
I don't care enough to listen.
Right, exactly. You just like
I
to
was
go
just
and
giving her a
spread
recap.
lies.
It's not a lie. It's what I heard.
Thank you for the recap.
No one
It's not a
appreciates me,
lie.
Elsky.
It's
In
what I
2026,
heard.
I'm losing a lot of people, and I don't think I care.
Well, you'll never lose me, so you're stuck with me.
Don't never say never. I heard that before.
Nope, never.
Not from you, but I've heard it before.
I picked a side, okay?
Well, and you got to watch it with Sassy because she only really likes probably 3 people.
I agree.
No.
Yes, yes. We're not gonna go.
She's very selective, which is
Very.
good.
Very. And then I'm very selective and then they just don't want me. Isn't that crazy?
It is because you see what happened with like Shushu and Nicole and the crash outs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
they all turn on each other, so you have
Try
to
to
be very
prevent that.
careful. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She almost,
Sometimes
listen,
I can't control it. Okay, so what's going on?
I don't know.
Okay, can I ask why Deanna hates you, Maymay, right now?
Oh,
I
poor
could tell you.
Deanna. Poor
Okay.
Deanna.
Wait, Mamie, can I try to tell her? And if I'm wrong, you correct me?
You're going to be wrong. I
No, I'm
promise
not.
you.
This is what
I
happened.
promise you, you're going to be wrong.
Okay, let's see
I
if I'm wrong.
promise you.
Just let me see.
I
Let me,
promise
because you
you.
know what? If I'm
Because it
wrong,
is
that means I
not
need to take some fish
It
oil.
is not any reason. It is not any reason that you're going to guess, teammates, of why Deanna hates me.
Well, from what I know is that May was like, Deanna. And listen, Deanna forgot she had this phone call. So May was like,
No,
Deanna,
she
you play
didn't.
that call, I'm going to go after your financials.
No,
And then
she
Deanna was
didn't.
like, oh, yeah, bitch? Watch
No,
this.
she
And she
didn't.
went and played the call. And in the call, May was accusing Viking and Rose for putting sugar in her tank and then swatting her.
No,
I got it right.
that is still incorrect. You still can't get it right.
Okay,
But
what is
then
it then?
again, it's really hard to get it right when, yeah.
Well, like, why is Deanna right now on a live, like, showing stuff on you?
Oh, she can show whatever she wants.
Yeah, I know you don't care, of course.
I
I wouldn't
don't.
care either.
I don't. I really, listen, I don't.
Maymay, you know what? I don't care who I stay with that doesn't like you. I like you, okay? Just know I would never record our calls.
Can we get, you want me to get Grow Queen in here or is she not allowed to be around you?
Yeah, she can't come in here.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Boundaries.
Well, no, I think she's trying to sue Grow Queen for something.
Oh,
Hold on, wait. Is that why you asked me the question? May have something to do with Grow Queen, or did it have something to do with Deanna?
Well, it has something to do with something that Deanna said, which shows how much of a liar she actually is, because nowhere in anything I said did I say that anybody had been served with anything, and you don't serve people with criminal papers.
this sounds serious. I missed a lot. Maymay, are you cool with Camo?
Yes,
Okay. I just haven't seen her around for a while.
she's good.
Oh, Elston, she's around. She's always around.
I'm surprised I didn't get a message right now saying, stop talking about me. Listen, I'm just like, we're going back to being zen, okay?
I like the accusation of I swatted myself. That one was cute. That one.
Oh,
That
who
one
made that?
was,
Who made that
cute.
accusation?
One of your people. That one was cute.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go right now. But do you think maybe they were just giving
Yeah.
ideas out?
No, listen, to make a claim like that for what actually happened is beyond disgusting. And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
But I'm gonna drop and listen. But Elsie, please ask the important questions. Oh, she left. Great. I'm gonna be listening to this. I have to put dinner on the table.
Yeah. No, it was definitely a statement of fact, Jesse. But good try.
I have to drop May, but I'll be in the comments.
Okay, I'm still about 3 coins short of being done, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Claiming someone committed multiple felonies in a night on herself is wild behavior. Recap. I'm being arrested. I'm not sure for what yet. I don't think they are either, because they haven't even caught up to 2 years ago. The documents were fake. Now, supposedly, I twisted somebody's arm to get them because I have that kind of power. When it's virtually impossible for me to be in multiple places at any given second. Or that you have any proof, Teresa, that I ever even asked or had let me rephrase this, I'll put it very clear, ever even had a conversation with an individual, any individual, about getting any documentation. No, you didn't. With a chuckle after it, right? But Teresa, I also said I slept with 52 men in 5 days with a chuckle after it. Because your friend said it's true doesn't make it true. No, Sassy. And Grow Queen has admitted to knowing that my child's father is the only person that I slept with. And coming to the app and saying different just because she was mad at me. She admitted it in a call. What trauma? Teresa, you know what gaslighting is, right? And narcissism? So, because there are crazy people on the app like you who think that behavior is okay, and you condone it and root her on and rah rah in her corner, I'm supposed to sit meekly and mildly back in a corner and do what, Teresa? And do what, Teresa? So you get to be as loud as possible, bully who you want, say what you want to whoever the fuck you want. You and your friends, Grow Queen being the person, gets to cause all the trauma you want on the people in my household, but I don't get to be loud about it. So your friend gets to cause the trauma and I don't get to be loud about it, but you get to root her on while causing the trauma. Make that fucking make sense. Imagine the victim shaming up in here. Do you realize that's what you're doing right now? Is you're asking a mom who makes money on social media. I have owned an internet-based business since 2011, Teresa. Since before I met Grow Queen. Since 2011, Teresa. And so now I'm supposed to get off the internet because your crazy friend doesn't know what boundaries are? That's wild. I can't tell what's true and a lie with you. You've never sat down and asked to see the evidence either. Have you ever sat with me and looked through the actual proof? Or have you just ran? So running a business, paying for food, roof, groceries, extracurricular activities, which my child is in like 4 different ones. They get expensive quickly. You would know that if you had children. Wait, I have lawyer fees? That's funny. I haven't been on the app in like 3 days. Where have you been on the app? Where's your friend with more kids than I have been on the app? Where have your other friends with more kids than I have been on the app? Why is it okay for them to do it, but not okay for me? Can you answer that question? She's got twice as many children as I do, actually 2.13, I think, more kids than I have, but it's okay for her. And one of them is special needs, but it's okay for her. It doesn't affect your personal life because there's not people because I'm a sane individual that I'm not reaching out into your personal life. That's why. Because as much shit as Icky does talking in my comment section, I'm not reaching out into Icky's personal life and affecting his personal life. As much as Tiffany here in the box next to me has talked shit on me inboxes. I have never reached out into Tiffany's personal life and touched it. And Tiffany has never reached out into my personal life and touched mine.
Absolutely.
That's
That is
the
facts.
difference. That's the difference. Me and Forever here have not always got along. But you know what? Neither one of us have ever reached out into each other's lives and touched each other's lives. That's the difference. Is you sit with a woman who has no boundaries. And this isn't the first time she has sat in lives and said, I'm going to dox May every chance I get. And then sits in another lives and says, I never dox people who have children in their house. The fuck? What are the two breathing youngsters that I gave birth to? What are those? Those are called children. Or does she fail to equate that? She doxes my address daily in lives, but then sits in lives and says, kids are off limits. I never put out someone's address that has children living in the house. Excuse me? Like, you can't have it both ways. Either you don't do it or you do it. Like, do you not understand that the person who gave my information to the people who swatted me was Grow? I never put my information out on myself. She is Bare Necessities. She's in the written report that I gave. She is. Miss Dorky, answer me a question. How many videos have you seen me make on Grow in 3 years? Did you see me have her minor child on her Instagram for 10 fucking months straight? No? I didn't think so. If I'm not mistaken, Miss Dorky, I haven't made a video directed at Grow, tagged Grow, with Grow's name in it. Oof. I would probably say since 2024, if not before that. And I want to say it was right around the time she made the false CPS call. Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó? I wanna be your universo. Oh my goodness. I'm done with you. The voice of an angel. And Bear, you know, because you've been around a while, that even when she was attacking mine, I've defended hers. Until I just wouldn't anymore. Because you're not going to attack me with lies using yours and then expect me to defend yours when they're being attacked. Icky, there was no beef. What caused me and her to not, she will tell it different. I just refuse to put the black and whites out. She says that it's because she said I lied to her about she being engaged to Mac. No, she was the very first one to know, even behind the scenes, that Hershey was engaged to Mac. She knew before anybody on the internet knew, because I refused to lie to her. Is actually just the opposite. Hershey was told when I told Grow, listen, by the way, I told Grow. Hershey wasn't too happy about that because she was trying to keep it a fucking secret, and you know Grow doesn't keep fucking secrets very well. And that was 2.5, 3 months before the fallout. The fallout happened because she was having TIAs and going in and seeing neurologists and specialists. And I told her point blank that I wasn't going to continue to watch her kill herself over an app, because every time she would get stressed out, she would flip the fuck out in phone calls and barely be able to keep her fucking eyes open and spaz the fuck out. And I told her, as her friend, I'm not going to continue to watch her fucking do this. Her mother had the same fucking health issues, and she ended up in a vegetable state for 10 fucking years, and I wasn't going to fucking watch her, as my friend, do the same fucking thing to herself. After that conversation, we never fucking spoke again. grows. No, you're fine. She likes to tell it differently, but that's the reason we had a falling out. Is I told her that she needed to take a fucking break. Because this shit doesn't just affect her out here. She might act badass like